The situation concerning Bitcoin. We've observed what's been happening with Bitcoin. And obviously, what was anticipated here was that we predicted a target, let's say around 89,000, perhaps 85. I've adjusted that a little. I was thinking closer to 100,000, maybe 98,000. Now, this particular indicator, you see, it's just lit up at a certain point. And there's also a new point that is just illuminated. So today, I'm going to be doing an analysis, and I'll also be addressing your questions, because I know many of you, many people, have questions specifically about Bitcoin. And I'm going to explain exactly how you can learn to anticipate these movements, because this Crypto-Quebec indicator, which, by the way, is completely free on our Discord server, it functions across all time frames. You understand? Yes. It really does work on every single time frame. So as you can observe right here, the point for tomorrow has already been printed, and the current point has just moved downwards. Consequently, the target has now fallen to 99,800.05, and previously, up above, we were at 106,200.910 million, and now we've dropped to 105,500.048. So if we were to descend to a lower time frame, naturally, if you're interested in acquiring this indicator, I'll tell you right now, you should click down at the bottom of this video, or perhaps at the top of your screen, or even in the bio section essentially. Once you do that, you'll navigate over to our Discord server. And when you click on the Discord link, you'll see a section dedicated to indicators, and you can easily retrieve both of the Crypto-Quebec indicators that are located there. And incidentally, if you decide to join our Crypto-Quebec community on Twitter, where we have around...
So you'll all understand this properly. We are here. We've formed a vector indicating a potential move towards the middle of the channel. We've formed another vector suggesting an upward movement. This confirms the strength. We then come down and execute a pullback on the indicator, and we push higher to confirm a top. We need a vector for that. And indeed, we have one. We have one indicating a change of character. The previous bearish character is now shifting towards a bullish character. We push higher, a small red vector appears, and we form an initial wick upwards. We then push back towards the indicator. We observe a cancellation of the top here, but there's no vector. We then descend back towards the indicator, and we also descend towards the middle of the channel. This was actually a dangerous zone because of the presence of a vector, and now we push higher. And we're just keeping an eye on the stochastic. I'm seeing a clear head and shoulders pattern forming, and when a point appears, it can often signal a small pump. We're going to change timeframes once again, and this is precisely what you need to do when you're trading. You absolutely must observe the entire dynamic. And now we understand precisely why this potential pump is occurring. And look here, we have a bullish divergence. So we could have potentially come down to this lower point, you see? We are now on the indicator. The crucial element here is what happens after the breakout. So do I take the trade on the 15-minute time frame? The answer is no. Am I trading perpetuals? The answer is yes. You should trade the 5-minute and the 15-minute charts. And if you encounter a break of structure or a change of character, it signifies a significant move upwards. You see? A change of character with targets. You take the trade, you ride the trade, you arrive at your target. A pink reversal candle appears, signaling a reversal. Look here. You go up, you pull back. A pink candle indicates a downward movement, and then it comes back up. A pink reversal candle again. We are now moving towards the indicator, making an attempt to push higher, but there's no vector, no momentum, and we descend. So at this point, we know that a pump is imminent. Typically, this happens within about 7 to 14 candles, but on this specific chart, it's extending up to about 20.